All right, guys. My sincere apologies for the other day. I said that I was going to go live. Um, I said I was going to go live on yesterday, but I didn't get the chance to go live yesterday. I'm in a couple of processes of doing a couple of things, so that's why I didn't go live. But now today I have a little bit of time, so I decided that I will go live today and dissect this topic. You know, it's interesting because I may say something. For example, I'm not saying that I have some kind of special power or anything like that. I'm not saying anything like that. I'm not saying that I have any kind of isms or any kind of like eh, how should I say it, any kind of favor or anything like that. But the title of this live stream, basically, as it says that you know, Western Muslim women are interchangeable between non-Muslim uh, Western women, and lo and behold, something was brought to my attention. Shout out to Rubel Zaman for bringing it to my attention. And also shout outs to Mahdi Tijani as well for bringing these things to the forefront that, of course, I was already aware of. But, I don't spend my time that much trying to find like videos to um, drill my point home, basically. But I do, spend time to understand, especially on the clubhouse level, how so far gone these Muslim women are, and also that what they don't realize is they have a wall, right? And also, um, they also have a chance of not getting married. And we're going to discuss this a little bit, what I mean, inshallah. And we're going to also see how interchangeable the Western Muslim woman is between the non-Muslim Western woman. And the thing is that we're doing this um not to bash them or anything like that, but just to show brothers why SYSMB was started. Why that hashtag, why I started that hashtag. Did I want to start this hashtag? Hell to no, I didn't want to start this hashtag. Did I have to start this hashtag? Hell to the yes, I had to start this hashtag to warn brothers of the dangers that they will face when dealing with Western Muslim women and non-Muslim Western women as well. So I want to start off basically. I would like to start off with something. I'm gonna read it first, and after I read it, it should be pretty good. Just give me a second. I wanna go ahead and set something up. Maybe hold on. Just give me a second. Okay. So now, we all know we all know that these Western Muslim women have said that, hey, if the non-Muslim Western woman can do it, we can do it too. They have said, oh, Islam is a man's religion. They have said things like, oh, Islam oppresses women. They say these are the talking points of Western Muslim women, right? When in fact, Islam is the opposite of that. I can only speak for myself when I say that I don't look at a girl who's been ran through as a woman with experience. I look at it as a woman who was irresponsible. And I look at it as a woman who made herself available to anything and everything that was coming her way, versus a woman who hasn't had that, has made herself unavailable. And the fact that she decides to make herself available to you, that means a lot. That's very heavy. And also, what I have now learned, and I know this is going to be very maddening and upset, but I have made myself financially, physically, emotionally, and in most of the times religiously and psychologically unavailable to Western women, you know, whether they be non-Muslim, whether they be Muslim, whether they be African, whether they be from Latin America, whether they be from anywhere. As long as they're in America, I know that the culture has reached them. There's no way in hell that it hasn't. So, with that being said, there was something that I wanted to read and go into depth about, really, before I go into the spiel of showing you guys, whoever comes to the live stream and whoever decides to stop by, actually just showing you how, how warped Muslim women are, in the West, and compare that with their counterparts who are non-Muslim in the West, to show you that there really isn't a difference between the two. Okay. Now, let me go ahead and find what it was that I wanted to read. Okay. Just give me a second while I look for it. I gotta find a way to do something. I wanna like be able to have something. All right, just give me a second while I look for what it is I'm looking for real quick. Okay, so let me read this. Let me read this real quick. Um, I want to find out that it's. I want to find out if it's Sahih though, you know. But I need to find it. Okay, this was in. Okay, so there's many different. There's many different. Like I guess you can say there's many different wordings of this hadith. There's many different wordings of this hadith. I'm trying to look for the Arabic, but I can't find it. But the thing is that, like, as a man, we do value ownership. As men, we do understand the value of ownership. We understand that. And so this was said by Nelato alayhi salatu salam. Um, he said there are three things that are essential for happiness: a righteous wife, a spacious home, and a sound means of transportation. Notice, I don't know, alayhi salatu salam, if he was putting that in order of important, like which one was the most important. But notice how the righteous wife was the first one that he said in the hadith. And this came from Al Musnad, which means it came from Ahmed ibn Hanbal, rahmatullah alayh. So, with that being said, we have to ask ourselves, um, now, he said in another hadith, let me see, let me find it real quick. Okay, hold on just a minute. Okay, hold on. I'm looking for something real quick. Just give me a second. Okay, so it looks like, in addition to that hadith, I mean, I hate to use it from the source, but I'm gonna use it anyway. If I can find it from, hold on, just a minute. Okay, so um, as we know, we as men, we aren't really hard to please. You know what I mean? Like for us, we do have aspirations. Um, we do have aspirations. And we do have like ambitions. Like I have ambitions. I have things that I want to get done. Right. Um, with that being said, I am still, however, content. You know, the thing is about contentment with a modern woman. That's not going to be good enough. A modern woman, Muslim or non-Muslim, is never content. Even when you do everything right, there's no sign of contentment with her. Um, her appetite is insatiable, or there's some word like that I read somewhere. I read it in a book. That her desire for more, 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 it's just always going to be there, right? So, with that being said, right, um, uh, we can say that we can say that Muslim women have in the West have now followed that footstep. Now, the thing is with what makes us happy, right? Um, okay, and here's the hot. Okay, hold on. Okay, I guess I have to use it. I guess I have to use this source. But basically, the things that the the things that the thing that let's go into detail with the hadith a little bit more. So the hadith, it says that a wife, like, there are three things that bring about happiness and three things that bring about misery. So from happiness is a wife who, when you look at her, she pleases you much, and when you are absent, you still trust her with respect to herself and your wealth. A good easy riding beast that enables you to reach your companions. A spacious home that has much by way of facilities. Now, the things that bring about misery, a wife who, when you look at her, she displeases you. She uses her tongue to speak against you, and when you are absent, you cannot trust her with respect to herself or your wealth. I want to bring upon um the fact that a narrow and constructed constricted home is very little by way of facilities. So that also brings displeasure. So it's not that, like, a man, for example, unless he's a Pookie or Ray Ray, a man will always aspire to reach new heights. Like a guy who's really, like, driven. But it just doesn't happen overnight. You know, we spend all day long learning new things, new trades, new skills. But with women, they don't want to deal with that. But when you look at it, like, I'm going to be honest with you, and I know this is going to sound messed up, but really, like, since women have entered the workforce and stuff like that in drones, and they say that they're married, I hate to say it, that even though I do remote IT, there's times where it's easy to, like, some sleep with someone in the company. You know what I mean? Even in my private personal my personal, like, sometimes I coach boxing on the side. Like, I don't like coaching boxing like that. I'd rather box myself. But unfortunately, most of my clients are married women. And while their husbands are at work, you'll be surprised. But I'm not going to do that. I'm not wrecking homes. I'm not in the business of wrecking homes. But I say that to say that it just shows you how that hadith has unfortunately came to life verbatim in the West. I hate to say it, but I would not trust a single solitary woman in the West if I was married to her. I just couldn't. And the thing is that if she's working, chances are she's going to be attracted to someone at work. There's very much a chance, you know. Most of the women, however, though, because they bought into the feminist super soldier serum, um, are single. What I notice in big companies, sometimes I have to go to companies to, like if their printer ain't working or something like that, or if there's some kind of network shortage, I'll go there. You'll be surprised how much of the conversations I hear about my daughter, my son, my this and that, and there's no wedding ring on the finger. You'll be surprised at how you hear about, like, my daughter went to a sleepover, so now I have a chance to catch up on movies. You don't hear me and my husband have a chance to catch up on movies. You don't hear that with these women. Okay? So this is what kind of time we're in. And me, I just mind my own business and just do my thing and leave. But I'm just telling you, most of the hadith is verbatim of what we see, what's going on. Okay? So I spent about 20 minutes talking. So without further ado, let's go over some videos to show you how similar Muslim women are to non-Muslim women. And we're going to show both Muslim women and non-Muslim women and show you how basically they would bring misery to your household. And that's a good talking point with that hadith. That's a great talking point. Most of these Western women will bring misery to your household. So don't take them serious. Leave them alone. And all I got to say is just go in monk mode. Honestly, I'm going to be honest with you. I would rather live a hermit life in Alaska than marry a Western woman. That's how serious and extreme I have taken it. But let's continue. So I'm going to share my screen. Forgive my screen for being so messy, but I do a lot of things on this computer. I do very, very much a lot on here. But let's go over some of these things that have been shown to me. Okay, just give me a second. So let's start with the first one. Now this video was brought to my attention by Rubel Zaman, and again, I say Muslim women in the West are the same as non-Muslim Western women. So now let's go ahead and look. Okay, let's look at this short clip.
Gentlemen, welcome to the project. The project is a 75-hour experience. It's for men just like you who know that you're where are you from? I'm from Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia?
Yes. So she says she's from Saudi Arabia. Now, I don't know if she's from Jeddah. I don't know if she's from Riyadh. I don't know if she's from Dammam. I don't know if she's from Mecca or Medina or any where she's from. But listen to what she actually says in the video.
Oh shit, you're not covering your hair? Haram! Okay. All right, you grew up there or did you grow up here?
Yes, born and raised.
Born and raised in Saudi Arabia?
Yes.
Okay, when did you come to Miami?
1 year ago, but I was in the States 3 years ago.
So you see that she went to one of the places where the highest, like where the height of promiscuity is. She went to Miami, where the height of it is. She didn't go to no like small quiet place, you know what I mean? Like she didn't really go there, right? Because you would think, okay, well, if she's here for studies, understandable. Going to a small place, do your studies, booyah, got it. But she chose not to do that, right? Well, let's continue on.
Okay. All right then. Single, married,
Single.
single. Okay. And then
Happily single.
Okay, so again, here's the thing about us guys. We'll say we're single, right? But you'll never hear a guy say like I'm single and I'm single and happy. You never really hear that come out of a guy's mouth. Oh, I'm single and I'm happy. Usually what happens is you just hear a guy say, "Yeah, I'm single," and he keeps it moving. But with women, 9 times out of 10 is happily single or I'm single by choice. You know, with men, usually we are single by choice due to the fact that we know what's at risk. Our resources are at risk. Our sanity is at risk. Our just whole overall well being is at risk if we do decide to dive in to with these women, which a lot of times we wouldn't do so. I'm not gonna dive in with these goofs, you know. But hold on, just one moment. Okay, let's continue on. Just give me a minute.
what was I gonna say? Highest education level completed.
I'm doing my master's right now.
Okay. What do you?
So, while there isn't a problem with the pursuit of education, there's no problem, no harm, no foul. Um, I'm pretty sure she's gonna use that education like all and before as a disclaimer, what I'm not going to say, because I don't know, but um I don't know if she's a practicing Muslim. And from what I've seen, most Saudi Arabian women who leave Saudi Arabia to the West don't practice. I have had experiences with that in Santa Monica. Sometimes I have done road work. I have done road work in Santa Monica, like just running, and you'll be surprised at how easy it could have been to choose my pick of the litter among them. But let's continue on.
What are you majoring in there?
Hospitality, specializing in mega events.
Okay. And then let's see here. Do you work right now, or is still a full time student?
I used to work at the Ritz Carlton South Beach, but I quit, and now I'm doing OnlyFans bikini model. So.
Oh shit.
And so now the crazy thing is that she said she was doing OnlyFans and also bikini model. So the question, like the thing is that she comes from the most holiest places of Islam. Not only that, it's just like, what do you think her parents are thinking about this? And another thing you have to ask yourself, can she even go back to Saudi Arabia? Like, do you think they would accept her like after this? Like, she literally has said that, I do OnlyFans bikini modeling. And God knows what is on her OnlyFans. You know, I have never paid for her OnlyFans and never will pay for her OnlyFans, you know. Yeah, I'm not gonna pay for one. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not gonna pay. The only OnlyFans I would pay for is if it was like for example, if like maybe just maybe one of my favorite boxers started one and he was showing you like different training techniques and different training methods, then I'll be like, okay, why not? You know what I mean? But other than that, no, I would not pay for OnlyFans at all. But the fact that she does this goes to show you everything you need to know. Now, let's go to example number two, which was brought to my attention by Mahdi Chijani. Shout outs to him. And we're going to go ahead and look at this example. Okay, let's see. Okay. Okay, here we go.
Our Muslim brothers and sisters in Yemen are dying and in desperate need of your help. Worst pandemic. Still in the conversation? Okay, sister.
So, I'm not quite sure about the speaker, Ali Dawa. I'm not keen to him, but let's hear the hijabi boss babe. And one thing that I've noticed, and it's unfortunate that, a woman can cover, she can wear hijab and stuff like that. And in certain instances, you even have non-Muslims who wear hijab as a fashion sense. The Carbonation members, who proclaim that, this, that, and the other. It's a cult, by the way. But they're far from Muslim. You know what I mean? They're far from that. But anyhow, let's look into let's look into the peculiars of this matter.
That's fine, sister. Hamburg, sister, you can lose interest if you like. It is disappointing that a woman who observes the hijab is here, number one, rejecting a hadith. It's disappointing that a man who says that they're a Muslim, and says that they listen to the hadith is using scientific research to justify horniness. That is a
I mean, at the end of the day, Quran and science go kind of hand in hand. Like, that's just the thing. Like, when you look at Muslim civilizations, like most Muslim civilizations had science. You know what I mean? From Baghdad, from Cordoba, from Timbuktu, they all had science, like the natural sciences, not just Quranic sciences, not just religious sciences. They had the other sciences too. So for this woman, she sounds like a doofus, bro. But let's continue on.
embarrassing. That is embarrassing. So it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing that as men we have a higher sexual drive. And can you imagine we're blamed now? You men, look. Religion. That's aib alaykum. Sister, being horny is not aib. It's that's why Allah said you get married. I used to struggle reading the Quran daily before you. She will call me a coward. You see, okay, let's stop there. I haven't finished my point. So I stop there and I haven't finished. Vulnerable state could her life could be harmed. Yes. Whereas a woman refusing sex to a man is not. You don't accept it? I'm sorry. You don't accept it? No, keep going. Sorry? I don't accept it. Let's talk about it. No. 1 second. 1 second. Who was stronger than her to defend her. Good. Now let's go to 1 second. My comparison. Let's go to the bedroom now. Now in the bedroom, the man is in his most vulnerable situation when he needs his wife intimately.
So that is pretty true because the thing is like unfortunately, like from having dealings in the hood, like I mean, when you look at how women set dudes up, that's like numero uno in setting dudes up is using having or or presenting a fling to them, um you know and you know then setting them up. I'll give you a quick story. I had a Senegalese dude, that he was a cool dude. He as a matter of fact, like that dude had my back all the way around. Like that dude was like he was solid, I'm just gonna call him Njai. Njai was a solid dude. I'm not gonna even cap. Njai was very, very solid. So like, Njai, he was he was a Senegalese brought up in France though. So in essence, like he kind of like took on like the French, the kind of like French secularism, but he still had like some religious values and stuff like that. But yeah, I met Njai in Los Angeles. We became close. He lived right up the street from me when I was in South Central LA. And like Njai, bro, Njai, he was kind of one of those Idris Elba type dudes, like one of those type. There was one instance, where, these black American women enticed him, and he went along with it. But it turns out they were trying to set him up. He actually, he actually saw what while he was about to get busy. He actually saw some shadows lurking outside the window. Luckily, he had his strap on him, and you know, he had to handle business. And the messed up thing is that like the women tried to like dispose of his clothes. So this dude did his dirt, right? This guy did his dirt, had to walk out of the house like butt ass naked. I should say the hotel, butt ass naked, and like get a change of clothes. But he was that savage, bro. And so that's why I respected him. I respected dude for that. That he didn't let that happen. He handled his business. But that's just to show how vulnerable you are when you're in the bedroom. But let's continue.
When a woman says no, she is as good as doing what I would do to my wife if I ran away in a fight. Do you accept that? No. Good. Now, you accept it?
Okay, so now with this guy right here who doesn't accept that, just understand that he's a male version of a pick me. Because I guarantee you he's probably wanting to like deal with the hijabi feminists. That's why he's not accepting it. Otherwise, if he was on the fitra, he would accept it.
You don't accept it? Sorry? Let's talk about it. No, 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 no. 1 second. 1 second. No, 1 second. What point do you not accept? The fact that she's left in a vulnerable state could have her life could be harmed. Yes. Whereas a woman refusing sex to a man is not. Irrelevant. The point is this. The point. No, 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 no. Can I make a point? No, no. 1 second. 1 second. Okay. Please stop. I'm talking too much. I'll stop talking, Karen. Don't say, guys, don't say statement of kufr. Let's say, can we let her talk? Can we let her talk?
We're literally two different things. There's protection and there is your. You can protect anyone. Wallah, if you are in danger, your friend is in danger and you need them. Right? I'd rather me and him die than him run away and leave me. Wallah.
Say that again, say that again, say that
I'd
again.
rather both of us die in danger.
Yes.
Right? Rather
Then?
than he leave.
Then him running away.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's that deep for you.
Bed is different, you know. You're horny,
Whoa, are you speaking on my behalf? On behalf of all the men?
You can't control you. All of
And with that being said, like, I don't know why these women think that, like, for example, that it's a two-way street. Then, if that's the case, if she's gonna say that, oh, men can control their horniness, then women can too. And so, blaming men for, unwanted babies and stuff like that takes two to tangle. You can control being on the carousel if you want, but you guys choose not to control. So if she's going to use that analogy, then it should be also for her as well.
I can control my holiness. No problem. Let's okay, no problem. No problem. Let's talk.
So you made two comparisons, right? One of the scenarios, the woman is spiritually sanctioned. If the man runs away as a coward, he's not being spiritually sanctioned. And I think that was your point, was it not? So why is it a case that in one situation there's a sanction and in the other situation there isn't?
You know what, simps? I'm gonna tell you something. Simps like really kind of have like certain. They have a certain aura about them in their face, whereas if you're not a simp, they're going to dislike you automatically. And I noticed that, like, when I just walking in public, just even being at the gym, that like if you're not a simp or you're just comfortable not having approval from women, then you're unfortunately going to be like singled out and looked at funny as a weirdo. The thing is that although these are fictional characters, there's like a few Marvel characters and non-Marvel characters that there's certain things that they do that kind of can be applied to real life. Although, like, for example, Wolverine was part of the X-Men, like he was very much like a loner type dude. You know what I mean? But he still got things done, right? And the same thing can be said about the guy. I don't know if you guys pay attention to Spider-Man, but there was this guy named Craven the Hunter, and he was very much the same way. Sometimes he would roll with a posse, but very much the time he would hunt alone. That's what he would do. And he was comfortable in hunting alone. You know, and so the thing is that when you see guys like this and they look like, what I mean, they just look like soft guys, then just understand, that they're desperate for female validation.
So it's a societal context, maybe so the man will be called proud, but spiritually he's not being encroached in any way, shape or form.
1 second. He is putting his life on the line. He's about to die for his wife. 1 second.
My point is, if he doesn't do that, Ali Dawa, if he doesn't protect his wife in that moment,
Yeah.
will he be sanctioned?
Will he be sanctioned?
Yeah, will he be spiritually sanctioned?
Of course, he will be called a coward.
No, would he be spiritually? Would God be sanctioning him?
Well, Allah.
Well, the thing is, yes, he would be spiritually sanctioned, because I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why he would be spiritually sanctioned. It was a sin for the companions not to go frontline when it was time to go frontline, unless there was a pressing need, like taking care of a family member, taking care of their mom or something like that. But if there was no valid reason for them not to go frontline, then they would be spiritually sanctioned. Okay. And I hate to take it, from a hood, from a hood reality, but if you didn't go frontline, then there would be repercussions for that as well. So even I'm gonna be honest. Even if you have sweaty palms holding heat, you still had to go, no matter what. Okay? So that guy needs to shut up with his new age crap.
Says in the Quran that men are the maintainers and protectors. He's sinful. He's sinful. He's sinful. He's sinful. Sister.
That means he just told him men are the maintainers and protectors of women. He said it's their literature. What more literature do you need?
Guys, well, if we do that. Okay, am I speaking? Who am I speaking to?
Choose your choice.
I don't know what to do. Who do I speak to?
Whatever you like.
Okay, can I just, guys, please, the more we talk, the conversation, please. Now, I'm telling you something, Akim. If a man doesn't protect and he doesn't provide, he is sinful because Allah tells him, men are the maintainers and protectors of women. My job is what? Of course, if I don't provide shopping for my house, I don't pay the rent, I am transgressing the rights of my wife.
So if I'm getting
sinful.
and I'm with my wife, I run away, I'm sinning.
You are, because you know, you are sinful because you are the maintainer and protector. Now, please, sister.
You hear her? Where's the hadith? So again, a westernized Muslim woman thinking that she doesn't need protection. You know, bro, at first I was like, I was kind of like iffy. But bro, hopefully I don't see this. Hopefully I don't see like a Muslim woman in distress or anything like that. But bro, if she is saying this, then this kind of you know what I mean? Her asking where's the hadith?
Guys, we're not gonna have a full discussion to speak over each other, please. My dear sister, he's speaking on your behalf.
Don't be a hypocrite, she says.
Why are you having to go at me? He's stopping you speaking. Okay. Am I speaking to you or him? I'm gonna speak to you from now on. Nobody else be involved. Okay, sister, carry on. No, don't anyone speak, sister. I'm speaking to you. Please go talk.
I made the point, but it was ignored.
What's your point, sister?
The point is,
Yes.
in Islam,
No, can... Yes. I'm so sorry, but do you see what you're doing here? Okay, you know what?
Stop. Because you're doing this again. You're leaving her point. You did this with me.
No, I'm not. I'm addressing the point.
No, I think you left the point. The point was, all of you men cannot control your horniness. No problem. That is a hype, because you can't control having sex.
We can control having sex, okay? It's just that's part of the deal when we get married. Okay? Part of the deal when we get married, Islamically speaking, too, is that if there is no ailments, if there is nothing wrong with the woman, if there's nothing wrong with the woman, if there's no, like, if she, like, if she had sex or something, it can damage her like that. If there's none of that, then, she has to be available for us to have sex. So if she's depriving us of that, and chances are we're going to want that a lot, then, you know what I mean? It's not about controlling horniness. It's about you being available.
You should be sister. You should be sister. The Prophet ﷺ said, the biggest weakness for a man is not money, it's not a house, it's not a car. Speaking for all men. For every single man that walks this earth. Now, because we follow Islam, we follow what the Messenger of Allah said. So, therefore, and forget that, I can show you studies. Bro, I'm going to read you a study now. No, one second. Not Sheikh Google, it's called Sheikh Study. Yeah? Not Google, yeah? Google Scholar. Yeah, Google Scholar, no problem. You can call me Milkshake if you like as well. Strawberry flavor, yeah? No problem. Now, let's read the study. Sister, please listen. I'm going to read it, please listen carefully, yeah? Okay, let's put Quran Sunnah for a side for now. A sex drive. Please listen carefully, sisters, please. The sisters that belittle a man's sex drive, you can just control it. Let's listen. A sex drive refers to the strength of sexual motivation. Across many different studies and measures, men have been shown to have more frequent, I repeat again, more frequent and more intense sexual desires than women. Understood? Let me carry on. As reflected in spontaneous thoughts about sex, frequency and variety of sexual fantasies, desire for increasing of intercourse, desired number of partners, masturbation, liking for various sexual practices, willingness to forgo sex.
Now, to speak of the masturbation thing, there's actually something that one of my teachers actually disclosed to me, that men are watching so much porn right now, and of course getting their rocks off in watching porn, that at younger ages dudes are having erectile dysfunction. And when I say younger ages, I'm talking about like in early 20s, to the point where they have to go to the convenience store to get those like pills to like get it up, you know. Just thought I would throw that in there.
Initiating versus refusing sex, making sacrifices for sex, and other measures. Listen carefully.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. This is your brother in Islam, Yasir Qadi. So my friend Eddie from the...
No contrary. I'll repeat again. N-O, not K-N-O-W. N-O. No contrary. Look. You see, it's basically saying, Yanni talk. No contrary findings indicating stronger sexual motivation among women were found. Now, I'm going to read that again. Whoa. No contrary findings indicating stronger sexual motivation among women were found. Hence, we conclude that the male sex drive is stronger than the female sex drive. Last sentence. The gender differences in sex drive, oh yeah, that's something else. Okay, now, this is a kuffar, non-Muslims, carrying out a study. Now,
These two are special cases.
One second. We said that when it's a man and his wife is... Please allow me. Because you know why? I know, but if I don't make these points, they're going to jump to that. Please. Now, I've quoted a study, not Google. This is a study. I can give you the reference. Now, when a woman is in danger, all the sisters go, who has to protect? She said, I'd rather die with him than running away. One second. No, that's not. That is an aspect of a man to protect his wife. Now, guys, sister, 1 second. Why is the double standards? And why is this hypocrisy? Sister, please. I'm talking to you, sister. Please listen. Why is it? And this is what really annoys me about some sisters, not all. When her life is in danger, he better be there protecting me. I don't care if he has an AK-47. I don't know if he has a pistol. I don't care if he has a knife. You have to defend me. Okay, I'll sacrifice my life and die for you. But when I come to you to beg for intimacy, you can say no to me. And when you say no to me and the angels curse me, come on, get out of here. Now, please tell me, sister. Please repeat my points. Now, tell me, why is my comparison and the studies I've given wrong?
No one said it's wrong.
Nobody said they're wrong. Yeah, they could be right since you've got enough Google Scholar or whatever you want. Okay, but that does not negate the idea or want to get the point that haughtiness is a feeling that you can control. Allah tells you to control it. Lower your gaze when you see a woman, even if it's your own woman. You know, if you marry the woman, I know you're using this hadith and you're like, okay, but it's in the Quran. You're just using that. Control yourself against your wife. Why should a wife control themselves against you? It's not modern feminism. It's akhlaq.
I want to disclose something basically. The Arabic word, nikah. Let's look up the meaning of the word nikah real quick. Okay, let's see. Just give me a minute. Okay. So, you know, it's the word actually for marriage is zauj, zauja. But the word the Quranic meaning is nikah, right? Which basically essentially refers to any voluntary sexual relationships between partners of the opposite sex. And the reason why they use that word is because it's inconsistent with the practices of the it's hold on. It can also mean like joined together. You know what I mean? It can also mean like joined together. Two things that were not joined together are now joined together. So, but it also means the that to be bonded sexually with with the opposite sex. So I'm not saying that the marriage is just about sex, but that is a very big part of it. But let's continue.
Brothers, did she listen to me when I spoke? No, what's it, brothers? Did she listen to me when I spoke? Okay, then why else I got quiet when she was sorry? Listen to her, guys. She's making a point. Please listen. Wallah, it's not nice. She listened to me when I spoke. I know, but Aki, when you did that, the topic goes somewhere else. Okay, let's move on. Sister. No, carry on. Where's the argument? There you go. Where's the rebuttal? Okay, the argument. Because I said my argument and I'm waiting. Sister, tell me you're finished. How am I supposed to know? Right, let's continue. Okay, you finished. Another thing is if a woman takes off her hijab, she is also cursed by the angels from behind her. Walking within, she is cursed. I don't know the hadith. Can you mention to me? I don't remember the quote. If a woman takes off her hijab, yeah. No, I don't know about the hadith that takes off hijab. I talk about there's a hadith about she beautifies herself and fragrance and wears heels. That's a different one you're talking about. Yeah, and that's what's haram. It doesn't say no hijab. No, please. But no. It takes. Can you tell? Can you rebuke the point that I made? Let's stick to that. Remind me of a point. Okay. The point was very clear. Yeah. Sister, are you telling me? Sister, 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 sister.
Men do, yeah, he proved that.
So the thing is that like this guy, he probably wants to marry her, probably wants to simp. That's why he's standing on that side next to her. And the other guy to the left of him wants to do the same thing, thinking that's going to win them browning points when it's really not.
Brothers, I'm gonna have to move away. Wallah, I'm gonna have to move away. Brothers, we're doing it again. Brothers, yeah, doesn't give me sex. He doesn't sexually satisfy me. Meaning, he does, but he doesn't satisfy me. She has a right to seek divorce. Not a single man here can tell her, oh, what kind of a woman are you? Shut up. She has a right for intimacy. He's not pleasing her. She has a right to divorce. What will the feminists do? Woo! Takbir! Come on, guys, takbir! Allahu Akbar! But when it's a man, be patient, control your desires. Hypocrisy. So, sister, once again, now let me ask you a question. In this scenario, let's go to the scenario of the angels cursing the woman. Who is here to blame?
And that is typical of women in Western society, is that when the shoe is on our foot, you know, yay, yeah, you go, girl. But when the shoe is on their foot, how dare them? They should be ashamed of themselves. I'm talking about us men calling it out.
Check this out. As a Muslim man, guys, are we allowed to have girlfriends? Brothers, I'm talking.
We're not supposed to have girlfriends, but I'm gonna be honest, like that's kind of been you know, I'm gonna be honest, that's been thrown out the window a long time ago. You know, I hate to say it, but yeah, that's just the bottom line. Like that's a bygone conclusion, you know. Yeah, that's basically a bygone conclusion. Like, you know, that whole thing of not having girlfriends, yeah, it's a wrap, you know. But let's continue.
Hello? Are we allowed to have girlfriends? Side chicks? Mistresses? Meaning what? We have to lower our gates. So, it's not like the non-Muslim men who are like, you know what? I'm bored of my wife. Let me go and sleep around. We can't do that. So when we're out and about, or for example, we desire a woman, a wife. No, I'm so sorry, sister. Wallahi, I want Islam and your Islam is somewhere else. Let me tell that clearly. You know why? Because if a man is going home, can you imagine protecting himself, lowering his gaze, provides for her, financially works aimless, and then little change such as that comes home and says, "Can we have intimacy?" And she goes, "No." Who is oppressing who? She is oppressing him.
That's a fact. That's a fact. And you know, I hate to say it, but I know couples who, you know, and again I say, bro, you might as well just get a second wife. I know couples where the wife is not giving them sex, and it's been years since they've had the sex. Okay, I know people like that. It's been like years since they've actually had sex because the wife doesn't want to. The wife is like, no. But let's continue on. Yeah, let's just go to this one.
Okay, but you know, women cannot wear perfume. They shouldn't wear perfume. Women shouldn't wear perfume.
So you're changing the topic. No one's talking about perfume. Sister, I'm not talking about perfume. Intimacy.
You're so close-minded. The conversation.
Sister, I'm talking about intimacy. You're changing the topic. I'm saying.
Okay, but the conversation earlier wasn't intimacy.
What is your problem with the angels cursing a woman that is abusing her husband by not giving him intimacy?
How is that abuse? I don't want to have sex. I'm abusing you. What is abuse?
Brothers, did you hear the study that I showed? Okay, one second.
Masturbate. I don't care.
Oh, did you hear that? Did you just hear what she said?
Okay, one second.
Masturbate. I don't care. Masturbate.
Okay, good. Check this out. You know what?
She just said masturbate. So So if she's married, right? If you're married to her, and the crazy thing about this whole situation, it all runs full surface. A lot of Muslim countries consume pornography, the pornography. A lot of Muslim countries consume pornography, and I think we found out the reason why right now. But let's continue.
What she's saying? You know what she's saying? Go and violate Allah's laws, but I'm not going to give you what you want. Let me tell you something. A woman like that, let me tell you something. Sister, masturbation is haram. You're saying to him, go and commit haram. Go commit. Look, check this out. Check this out, guys. Look.
Okay, so Mike, in terms of masturbation, most of the scholars do agree that it's haram. Um, the thing is about the masturbation is that the only time it's like maybe like permissible is if you feel that you're going to allow a woman to ride your carousel who's not married to you. Then you say, okay, nah, I'm just gonna whack one off instead. That's when it's like you're like, okay, fine.
Sister. Guys, are we all men? One second, bro. One second. Are we men? How hard is it for us to control our sexual desires? 1 second, let the men talk. Brother, you're a different type of man. Yes, no, you must be for telling me no.
He's like, you're a different kind of man. Let the man talk. Yeah, he's right. He's very, very correct. I'm talking about, that dude is a different kind of man. He's a cuck.
No, I'm so sorry. If you're telling me you're not like that, then I'm so sorry. If you're saying that, are you a Muslim? Okay, I'm sorry, forgive me. I thought you was a regular. Forgive me, I take it back. I asked how. I didn't know. Forgive me. I thought you're an atheist making heckling. I apologize. On camera, I apologize to this brother and I ask him to forgive me. Check this out. A man provides, protects, he works endless nights, pays the rent, electricity bill, looks after his family, etc. And he comes home. And this is his wife. And he just wants intimacy. And guess what? Does the hadith say, force yourself upon your wife? No, it doesn't. It just says if he's angry, the angels curse. And what's our sister saying? No, even if you provide, protect, this, that, and no sex. What kind of a planet are you living on? And this is the hypocrisy of feminism, the disease of feminism that's infiltrating our sisters, that this comes from a sister in hijab.
Now I want to disclose something, and this is coming from my research and my diligence in the research, but Chechnya, went through two brutal wars, which kind of depleted the population. However, you fast forward now in Chechnya, they, have a growing population. I'll give you an example of that in just a second. Just give me a second. Give me 1 second. Now, the leader of Chechnya, right? The leader of Chechnya, by the name of Ramzan Kadyrov, he alone has 6 kids. The fact that he has 6 kids and other families in there have 6 kids meant that population increased. Do you think they're depriving their husbands of sex?
Unbelievable. A woman, wallahi, let me tell you something. And speak to my other sisters as well, yeah? You imagine you have a husband. You look after the kids. You look after him. You're good to him. You're loyal to him. and you do all of this, and when you're on the road, the man pulls out a knife, he says, I don't have a right, I don't need to protect you. How would you feel? How would you feel, sisters? I'm asking you. Would you be happy? Would you be happy, sister? No, you wouldn't. Look, these are our sisters, alhamdulillah, at least haven't been affected by this. Yeah? But the point is this. My dear sister, are you still there? My dear sister. Does anybody agree with what the sister's saying? Look, let me give you an example, yeah? And maybe you will understand, yeah? My dear sister, my dear sister. My dear sister. Are you still in the conversation? Okay, sister. That's fine, sister. Alhamdulillah, sister, you can lose interest if you like. It is disappointing that a woman who observes the hijab is here, number one, rejecting a hadith.
It's disappointing that a man who says that they're a Muslim, you know, and says that they listen to the hadith is using scientific research to justify horniness. That is embarrassing. That is embarrassing.
So it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing that as men we have a higher sexual drive. And can you imagine we're blamed now? You men, look.
Religion, that's aib alaykum.
Sister, being horny is not aib. That's why Allah said you get married. Nowhere in Islam is. Sister, can you show me where in the Quran or the Hadith that it says to be horny is aib? Is a sin?
It doesn't say that, but
What are you talking about, sister? So, okay, it's bad akhlaq. 1 second. It's bad akhlaq to be horny and want to have intimacy with your wife. Sister, what planet do you live on? What line?
I didn't say that. You're putting words into my mouth.
Clarify.
The forceful, you know, the idea that they're obligated to give it to you, or the idea that
Not obligated, because the Hadith would say, force yourself upon her. Does the Hadith say that? It says no. It says if the husband said, can we have intimacy? She says no. He goes sleep, upset. The angels curse her. You're not even. You know what she goes? The angel's not even allowed to curse her.
get upset. Why is it upon the man to get upset?
Okay, no problem. 1 second. I'm going to give you a same example. You have a husband. He provides, protects, good to the kids, shopping, rent, everything he provides for you. You walk down the road. A man pulls a knife. He says, I am not obliged to protect you. Would you be upset? Would you be upset?
Of course.
Look at this. Look, my dear sister, that husband of yours, or whoever, if I don't, anyway, this man, he will move on with another woman. Wallahi ladim, I tell you, if your wife, let me tell you, no, sister, wallahi, look at her, she goes, I would be upset if my husband, after doing all of that, being married to him for so long, look, I'll be upset, but if a man is upset, no. Wallahi, sister, wallahi, do you guys agree with her? Wallahi al-azim. All I'm going to say is that, do you agree with what I said? Please, sister.
Sorry, but if the wife has a valid reason not to, if the wife has a valid reason
Of course, sister. Thank you. Now look, our sister, may Allah bless her, is reasoning. If a woman is heavily pregnant, if she's on a period, if she's been working all day looking after the kids, like even then there can be a compromise, there can be understanding, yeah? At least there is understanding, because we're not saying she's working, like she's looking after 3 kids. The man works. Come home and help your wife. Cater for that. Put the kids. No, it's not fine, sister. What she's saying, may Allah bless her. What you're saying are mountains apart. Why? Wallahi, what you're saying is against Islam. Wallahi, what you're saying is against Islam. Wallahi al-Adim, what you're saying is against Islam. Because you're saying, you know why? Sister, that woman is abusing sexually her husband. If a man, let me tell you, and any feminist will agree.
Okay, but if a man is constantly angry at her for saying no to sex,
No, not angry.
Is that not abuse back?
No, sister. If a woman is sexually frustrated and her husband is saying to her, no, we might check. If this woman ended up falling into haram, yeah, the scholars might even, maybe even blame the man and say, okay, what happened? My wife committed zina. She shouldn't. Okay, why? And the woman says, this man hasn't given me sex for 2 years. The scholars will turn to him and say, what kind of a haywan are you? Animal you are? You're an animal. Hold on a second. Yani, this woman, she has a right to intimacy. Yeah? And you'd be saying no to her?
Women has a right to intimacy, but it's
No, she doesn't. If a woman comes and he can reject her, and she has a right not to be angry, she should celebrate it. She should throw flowers in the air. Ooh, come on, sister, what are you talking about? Please, I'm so sorry. And by the way, the reason why I'm so harsh, forgive me, is because this ideology is penetrating intellectually our sisters, yes, who are watching at home and getting this idea of, yeah, I can't, Wallahi, what is it? Look. And this is the issue. If your husband went and got a second wife, you blame him. So why did you get a second wife? You give me no sex. No sex. No, he doesn't need household permission. He does not need household permission. He doesn't need household permission.
from Muharram to go out.
Sister, wallahi. Sister, submit to Islam, not feminism. You have lost, sister. My dear sister, you are drenched in feminism. You are drenched in feminism. And not only that, you contradicted yourself. Wallahi, sister, just the way you said, you'll be disappointed and upset with your husband if he doesn't defend you. Then why are you saying, why is he angry with me if I don't give him sex?
It's the casting, yeah, bro.
So, one second. The Prophet said, the woman
Very
gets cursed.
sore,
What's your
sore.
problem? Do you have a problem with the Messenger of Allah?
The casting part is.
Sister, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said the woman gets cursed.
At the end of the day,
Do you have a problem, sister, with that? I'm
I
asking
do
you.
have a little bit of a problem with that.
You have a problem with Allah and His Messenger?
That means she has a problem. She has a problem with the hadith then about what the prophet said.
Sister, if the Prophet stood in front of you and said, my dear sister, shh, the Prophet came to you and said, no, sister. If the Prophet came to you and said, my dear sister, if your husband wants intimacy and you don't give it, you are cursed. What would you say to him?
Say that again?
If the message of Allah was in front of you and he said these exact words, that if your husband who provides and loves and protects you and he says that he wants intimacy, yes, no, it does. It means she's cursed. All night the angels curse her. Of course it does. Yes, it does. It does mean that. It's actually a major sin. No. Sorry, no. The scholars say anytime the messenger mentions curse, it's a major sin. So, one second. Sister, brother, Aki, please, let's not show up for our religion, please. She's cursed.
Angels will curse her all night. That's the issue. Prophet say you are cursed. He's just saying what.
Okay. Is the angels cursing the woman?
All night, yeah.
Is that a curse?
No. It's not the same thing. If you say you are cursed, it's a totally different thing.
Okay, I don't know what angle this guy is coming from, but at the end of the day, bro, like we're gonna want certain things, bro.
How would you feel, sisters? I'm asking you. Would you be happy? Sister? Anyway, this man and say, okay, what happened? My wife committed zina. She shouldn't. Okay, why? And the woman says, this man hasn't given me sex for 2 years. The scholars will turn to him and say, what kind of a haywan are you? Animal you are? You're an animal. Hold on a second. This our religion, please.
She's cursed.
What would you reply to him?
If you told me what the hadith is.
If he said the woman will be cursed till the morning for rejecting her husband, what would you say to him?
Okay.
Alhamdulillah. Now what I'm saying is this. But why are you so upset about this?
I'm not upset. It's a conversation.
Okay, but why are you so... What is the issue where you are... Look, let me tell you something. Okay, let me put it like this to you, yeah? I believe a woman who has been good to her husband, very good, looks after kids, and walking down the road, and her husband runs away, wallahi, I will not blame that woman if she said, may Allah curse you. Wallahi, I will not blame her. Because you know why? She was at her most vulnerable. That man could have killed her. And wallahi, you know what? If she said, I'm going to divorce him, I'll say, sister, you know what? Wallahi, this man is a coward.
I believe it's everybody's duty to protect one another. If that's your friend, you're not going to run away, are you?
No, it's your wife. He runs away
If it was your friend, you do the same thing.
Which one's closer, friend or wife?
It depends.
Wife, come on.
Oh hell no!
Come on. I have my friends. I have my brothers, yeah?
Did you hear what this fool? She just said. It depends, your friend or your wife. In terms of closeness, so she's basically telling you that her friends get her in her ear, and that she will be a friend first and then a wife second.
But my wife, who shares my life with me, no, she said she accepts it, yeah? Okay.
Yeah. I could believe in it, but it doesn't mean
I could believe in it, sister. It's a hadith. It's the message of Allah.
You believe in the hadith. You believe that angels will curse you if you say no, and the man sleeps angry because they don't want to have sex with him. You can believe that, yes.
No, you could believe that. Do you believe that?
Why does my belief have to? Yeah,
Okay.
fine. Let's say yes. Let's say yes.
No. Don't say yes. Sister, that's between you and the Lord. I've done my bit. I've tried to make you understand.
Some men and some women are using their femininity or their masculinity in the name of Islam to take advantage of each other. Which one is it? Which one is it?
Well, that can be the case as well. Like, for example, a woman can take her advantage of her femininity by blackmailing the husband. How? By the hadith that we gave. If the husband says, "Come, I want to have intimacy with you," and she says no, she's blackmailing him with her femininity. Do you accept that? Good. And now a man with his masculinity will come and say, no, the Quran and Sunnah said you have to stay at home, shut up, boom, or whatever it may be, yeah? There's understanding to that, yeah?
Do you not think that that is majority, that is the biggest reason why the divorce is happening?
No, I'm just saying that could be one part. I'm saying that can be one point of it. That can
But you said that most of it is because women aren't acting like women and men aren't acting like men.
No, I know, because why? Because women want to be boss babes, and men want to be simps. Men are...
That's a fact. And here's the thing. Listen, bro. Listen, I know I'm about to play this song, and maybe I shouldn't play this song, but at the end of the day, bro, it really comes down to this. Okay? I'm about to play this song. Hold on.
To my homeboys that switch up. Funny thing is, they swore when I get rich, I turn my back on them, but I'm still up in the mix, huh? Goddamn, ain't that some shit? Can't a young nigga pull up in the six, get his dick sucked?
I'm sorry, but yo, bro, that's all a dude is gonna want after a hard day's work. You know, like if you don't give me the full thing, at least like you know what I mean, like just at least give me that. You know, like seriously, like at least give me that. But I'm talking about it in the balance of marriage. You know, I'm not talking about it in any other way. I'm talking about it in the bonds of marriage. But seriously, that's all a dude want.
Are happy. Yeah, you go work, I'll stay at home. That needs to change.
Do you not see that now in today's society, men are becoming more like
Woman, feminine.
no, not feminine. They're becoming more, let's say, extreme in their beliefs.
What kind of beliefs?
Leadership, being masculine.
How could you be
Like, okay, in other words, in her opinion, men are becoming more manly. That's what she's basically saying. Men are becoming too manly.
Are you talking about toxic masculinity? No such thing exists. What about toxic femininity? One second.
Let's talk about the past.
No, one second. What's toxic masculinity?
It's like being overpowering.
Okay, no problem.
Your privilege as a man.
No, one second. Why don't we have toxic femininity? Why only? No, we don't. No, we don't. We do not. We do not have it. So I'm asking why the double standard. Toxic masculinity. Okay, listen, what it exists. What is toxic masculinity? You know what toxic masculinity? You know what the line is now? Being a man. To be a man. To say, I want to be a traditional man. Toxic masculinity. Huh?
A traditional man that imposes on the rights of women. That is toxic.
What do you mean by imposes? So if he wants intimacy from his wife, hold on a second. 1 second. Does a man have a right to tell his wife that he doesn't want her to not wear lipstick, or he doesn't want her to wear no hijab, or he doesn't want her to wear tight clothes? Is that toxic masculinity?
It becomes toxic if he imposes it.
No, one second. He is allowed to say that to her.
He's allowed to say it, but
And she, yes, he can. And guess what? If a man is going out topless, his wife can tell him it's haram for you to show your aura, cover your aura. It is imposed. She has to impose it on him. But that's okay.
Does he listen though?
But he has to. Because she's now telling us for the Sharia.
And the woman will listen to the man as well.
But you said that's toxic masculinity.
When it's forced.
Okay, what do you mean by forced?
Like when he says, "Oh, you're doing that, so you can't go out." Or
Okay. What?
You know, basically, she's just talking in circles. Like, at the end of the day, this woman is just talking in circles. As a matter of fact, I don't think this woman even likes Islam. Like, I'm just going to be real. I think she just does it because it's a cultural thing. She's just talking in circles. So, yes.
1 second. If a man says, now when you say force, is he grabbing a...
Because we're going on.
No, but that's violating her rights. Because, am I a misogynist now? No, of course I'm not going to go, hey, don't worry, a man's going to shank you up. I'm going to say, look.
All right, let's go.
The romantic way, maybe give a little flower there,
Let me go to part 2 real quick.
You be reasonable. Come on, I'm not saying go like, you know what, look, I don't like you wearing that.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. This is your brother in Islam, Yasir Qadi. So my friend Eddie from the
center in Norway, and they urgently need your support. This don't.
So let me go do something real quick, and then we'll get back to going over this. This boss babe chick. Give me a second. Don't worry about it. We're just getting warmed up. So we're going to get into more of this. Okay? Don't worry about it. We're just getting warmed up. Now let's look at part 2 of this.
Donation will be a sadaqah jariyah for you because every understanding. If a man comes to you, gas, the electric, gas, for example, that whatever the man gets, the woman gets the same.
There is a hadith that says that.
What is that?
The money of the husband belongs to the woman.
So that's an inequality because what that means is the following. For example, a man
Has or should have equal rights as you.
No. Click the link and donate what you. No. What do you mean equal rights? What do you mean? No. What do you mean about equal rights? That whatever the man gets, the woman gets the same.
There is a hadith that says that.
What is that?
The money of the husband belongs to the woman.
So that's an inequality because what that means is the following. For example, a man. Okay, check this out. If it was equality, look what Islam, how Islam honors a woman. A man has to pay for the rent, the shopping, the gas, the electric, gas. Electric gas bills. No, it's not hadith. I'm saying a man is a maintainer and protector, so he has to provide the house.
That is 110% true. Under the Islamic standpoint, your wife is your responsibility. Meaning that, for example, I know these women talk about, oh, he has to buy this for me, he has to buy that for me, he has to do this for me, he has to buy. The thing is, in Islam, that's already covered. We have that situated, but the problem is that you're not doing anything in return for those things that he is providing. You just believe that you can just sit around and give him harder times. That's where the disconnect really comes from. It's not that. The thing is, they don't realize it's an equal exchange. So the more you do, if you reciprocate well with the man, then the more he's gonna want to do for you. Okay? But if you just feel like, oh, I'm just so high and mighty, this is what I deserve and stuff like that, then good luck.
He has to do the shopping, council tax, all of this kind of stuff. Okay, he has to pay. If it was equality, it has to be 50-50. We don't believe in 50-50.
But you discussed that with your spouse.
No, you're not understanding. If a man comes to you, a Muslim man, and says you have to give 50% of the shopping and rent, you say to him, bye-bye. You're not a man, you're a boy.
Who says that?
There's a lot of men who say that. Look,
You need to change.
if a man comes to you, sister, I'm telling you, you're young, and wants to marry you, and says you have to pay half the rent and shopping, you say to that man, you know what hijab says? You're a boy. You say to him, you're a boy. Yalla, I need a man.
I wouldn't say that. That's from your point of view, but.
So you go 50-50? No, you're not. Look, Femi, look at this. Check this out. Wallahi al-azim Rabbul Kaaba that you don't have to.
I don't have to. I don't mind it.
Okay, good. No, if you.
Okay. Here's the reason why she doesn't mind going 50-50. When you go 50-50, right? Understand that you're relinquishing some of your control. And you're also relinquishing part of your testicular fortitude. Because what she's going to do is she's going to dangle that over your head. Oh, I paid this. Oh, I paid that. Oh, you can't tell me nothing. You don't need those kind of problems. So don't let that happen to you. That's why they want 50-50. That's exactly why these boss babes like that crap.
You want to? What shame? No, 1 second, no. Who said it's shame for you to give if you don't give 50-50? You don't need to give a penny. Sister, listen to me carefully. Sister, we follow Islam, not your subjective morals.
Where in Islam does it say the man has to give a lot or more?
In Surah Nisa verse 34, Allah says the men are the maintainers and protectors. What, sister?
Maintainers and protectors.
My
They
dear sister.
maintain and protect the woman. They care for them. They
Maintain means you pay for shopping. You pay for rent. You don't pay a penny.
interpretation.
La ilaha illallah. We're giving the extra rice. She's saying I don't want it.
Our Muslim brothers and sisters in Yemen are dying and in desperate need of your help.
Worst pandemic that exists in the world today and has been the worst pandemic for a long time is hunger. 800 million people that are expected to struggle with food insecurity over the next decade. You have a doubling of the percentage of those that are going to bed hungry every single night.
This is the largest humanitarian crisis in the world, affecting over 24 million people and 12.4.
Islam is saying, my dear sister.
If you want it, fine, that's great for you.
No.
Keep in mind that you know.
Sister, the Sharia is saying, look, it's infiltrated your mind so much that you're even foregoing your rights. You're saying, look.
No, you told me if a man comes to me and say let's do 50-50, I said fine.
Okay, 1 second. All right, no problem.
If a man comes to me and says I'll do 100%, also fine.
No, he has to.
Okay,
Do you understand? No, not want to. No. I don't. It's an obligation, yes. Good. Now, if it's 50-50, what if you're pregnant with another child and you can't work anymore? And then he comes and says to you, where's my 50-50? He's not allowed to say that. I'm saying this for you. These sisters are celebrating in the back. I can see they're like, woo, you're here for going it. Sister.
I'm saying that you have the ability to share.
No, if you want to, look, if you say, you know what, I have mercy on this man. I want to help him out. May Allah bless you. But you don't have to. He has to. Make that clear, because I don't want, some brother watching this and saying, I need to marry this sister because it's going to go 50-50. I'm trying to protect you here, sister, yeah? Any of you brothers that are watching here, yeah? You have to. If you know you're a boy, okay, I'll make it very clear. He has to provide for you and protect you. No 50-50. Not winning a fight. Hey, listen, you get the first guy, I'll get the second guy. No. He has to go. Even if he gets knocked out.
And if the woman works,
How's she going to work if she's pregnant?
remove the pregnancy.
This marriage, sister, pregnancies happen.
Okay, let's say the woman can't get pregnant. Okay,
That's an exception to the rule. Let's talk it generically. So all these women are going to be.
Wow, so it's like with this woman, it seems like she doesn't even want a family. Basically, it just seems like she doesn't even want like what Islam encourages. Like she doesn't even want what Islam encourages. It seems like with this woman, man, that's crazy.
50-50. Allah, no way.
But you're assuming that the woman's not working in your example, no?
No. She can. Her money is her money. Yeah. When she works part time, as long as she's not.
Uh-oh.
No. Me personally, I told my wife if she wants to work part time, that doesn't go against my rights. Meaning, if she's working long hours and I come home and I've worked long hours and there's no food on the table, of course I'll be upset because I've been working. I would want food, yeah. So if she's like I've worked, I'll say look, don't work, I'll work. I just want my wife at home. So yes, sorry.
If your woman's not working off, right, you just come and hungry off. Help yourself, innit?
What do you mean help yourself?
Help yourself. Make your own food.
Okay, so let me get this right. I'm gonna go work.
Okay, so you see this, you see this crap, right? You see this. You see what men have become. We are. I'm gonna tell you something about me, man. Because of the diets that, or let's just say the lack of diets, most of the food that I eat consists of, like, let's just say, like ethnic foods. Where I am, there's a few Somali places. There's Afghan places and the like thereof. So I have taken upon myself some time to make my own food. You know what I mean? A lot of the time now I make my own food. But wouldn't it be nice to come home and your wife made food? And wouldn't it be nice if she only made food wearing the apron? But you see what men have become? Guy with no facial hair talking in this way.
hours, and I'm gonna come home and cook for myself. Come on, guys, man. Come on, guys, man. Let's not live in Disneyland, guys. It's not chocolate. It's not Charlie in the Chocolate Factory. My dear sister, no. If the situation is where they both have to work, I'm seeing a traditional man and a traditional woman. She wants to stay at home, yeah, and he is working. Okay, if they're both working, if they are both working long hours, well, of course there has to be some kind of compromise. I'm talking about a traditional man that's providing for the wife, and the wife is at home. I mean, the bare thing that you minimum you'll accept is I would appreciate nice food. That's it. And I think no traditional woman has a problem with that. What he's talking about is sadly the society we live in today.
As a matter of fact, traditional women love to cook. I'm not gonna lie. When I was in Cuba, those women loved to cook for me. On God, they love to cook for me. Like, I'm not gonna even lie. As a matter of fact, they were like competing to cook for me. You know, they liked to do it. Sad to say it, bro. Sad world we live in, man. When you have dudes like that.
Today. What about tradition?
You're using the example of tradition. But
Traditional men want traditional women.
pardon?
Traditional men want traditional women.
But that's your one.
No, not my one. This is what men want, even non-Muslim men. Non-Muslim men.
Generally, you've always
Start. Exceptions don't make the rule. I'm telling you, generally, a man does not like a woman who has a past. In the context, she slept around. A traditional man wouldn't want that. A traditional woman would want a man who can provide, protect.
Now watch this. Watch this. Give me a second. Watch what's about to happen. Watch this.
and is a leader and makes certain decisions. That's what a woman wants due to a hypergamous nature. So I'm saying that a man has certain rules a woman expects, and a woman has certain criteria a man expects. Simple as that. It's not rocket science.
But like okay, let's go to the idea of like making food and cooking.
Yes.
Yeah. The man expects that, but like, does the woman want that?
She doesn't even know how to cook. That's her problem. You know, she doesn't know how to cook. You know, and another problem too is a lot of times with Muslim like parents who, you know, have came to the West and stuff and bought into these ideas, they unfortunately like they kind of pass it down to their daughter. You know what I mean? And you know, a lot of times unfortunately the mom hosts the which one we call it? The mom hosts the jock strap in the marriage. You know, and so the daughters witness this, and so the daughters think it's okay.
Does the woman want to constantly cook and
does the man want to go work longer hours for her?
Probably not. But
so then why is he doing it?
Talk about it and switch roles then.
No. This is the problem. Why do I need to switch roles?
Where in Islam does it say a woman has to cook and clean and where?
This is what I'm saying. Look, check this out. Let's check this out. A man goes and works, no questions asked. 12-hour shift, man works for his family, does it so he can support his family in the future. No one bats an eye. The moment he says, I want food, yallah, how could you ask for food? Oh my gosh. Wallahi, this is injustice. Wallahi, this is can you imagine? Okay.
Woman cleaning.
Okay, you know what? Would you want a man who tells you to go work and he cooks?
No, I don't do that.
No way. No way. Women are hypergamous by their nature.
Now, keep in mind the woman, the man that she would get would be more of a woman than she would be. You know, keep that in mind.
And if you was working, you know what you do? You replace that man like that. Because you want a man who provides and protects. Can you imagine you're going working, and then when you have an argument, check this out. Sister, I'm telling you how men are. Traditional men who have traditional values, and within our fitra, we want to protect and provide. You know why? Look, does any of the sisters here have children? If anyone has kids? No? Okay. A woman, does she love the fact that she can provide for her baby? Is that something maternal? Yes, she loves it.
Oh shoot, that's a telling sign that yeah, that they don't have kids.
As men, we love the fact that we can provide for our wives. We love it. The moment, sister, the moment a woman says, no, I'll go work, etc., guess what? You know when you have an argument and the wife, you know, our sisters, their tongues are like razor. They slice you, yeah? Imagine she comes and says, I provide for this house. Wallahi, to a man, it's as good as punching him in the face. Imagine your wife coming and saying, who pays the shopping? Who pays the rent? And he's there like a miskin. Yeah, you do.
Yeah, but that's
Over. Wallahi,
men do as well.
I'd rather hang myself. I'd rather hang myself. You know why? Because let me tell you, yeah? I have this discussion with my wife. And my wife says, Wallahi, I've never seen my wife more happy in the house with the kids. Wallahi, she loves it. Bro, Wallahi, yeah? I sometimes say to her, you know what I say to her sometimes? I sometimes say to her, if you want a part-time job, yeah, go get a part-time job for you, not for me. No, she's like, I'm happy. I'm happy. Feminism has destroyed women. You know why? Boss babe. 1 second. Sister. My dear sister.
You should be the leader.
My dear sister.
That is why in your
Do you want to be the leader?
I don't mind being the leader.
So, wallahi al-azim, only a man who's a simp will say yes to that. A man who is a real man will not come and say, I'm going to marry you, you're going to be the leader, you're going to pay for the rent. Wallahi, he's a boy. What does hijab say? Boy, you're a boy. Oqsum billah, you're a boy. A man who provides, a woman is hypergamous by her nature. That's why if you look at studies, women date across and up, meaning a woman's expectation to a man, he has to be some kind of a man that looks like a man. Go and look at studies, bro. Ask any sister, would you marry a guy who's this tall? Can you walk in next to him? Can you imagine? It's her nature. We don't blame her. She wants a man who's taller. Studies show, you know what was their criteria? 6'4". Bro, it doesn't even exist. Bro, it's 0.1%.
A woman then, what can I say?
No, sister, that is how women are. We accept.
Yeah, it is true. Like there's very few dudes who are just walking around 6'4". You know, it's very few. You know, there's very few women who are like 6'4", or very few men who are 6'4" and stuff like that. It's interesting because like in I'm not gonna shout her name out, but I guess she was having birth control and things like that. She took a lot of birth control, and the crazy thing is that now, she's still in my DMs, but I pretty much ignore her. I really don't pay any attention to her. But she she um she her boyfriend is like, I hate to say it, but he just like looks like if I pulled up, like, then it wouldn't really like, it would be no competition. And the fact that she's in my DMs goes to show you, like, unfortunately, the fact that, by all by all being politically correct, that she is a quote unquote boss babe, and the boyfriend has became like a a second in command. And no true traditional man is gonna want that. You know what I mean?
Accept them how they are. You don't accept us how we are.
I accept every man for how
Okay, men want to be leaders. Men want to be protectors. Men want to be providers. Men want to be the main source of the house.
accept that. Fine.
But sister, you're saying I want to be the leader.
I'm not saying I'll forcefully be the leader.
Good. So
but
I'm
you
saying,
must accept that I can also lead myself sometimes.
of course you can lead yourself. You said you can't lead yourself. No, but
That's not
no. I know. But a man, in his nature, he wants an obedient wife. Now, what does obedience mean? When I say this, sisters are like, "Ooh, what's this guy talking about now?" I was agreeing with him up to now.
You mean subservient?
Obedience, meaning it doesn't mean I'll come and get a stick and slap her head, bang me, and it make me lasagna. Bang, this was too salty. I'm not talking about that. Yeah, is that some sort of obedience? Is that, for example, obviously loyalty, etc. The man is the leader. He makes decisions. Like, for example, in my household, sometimes I'll plan the day. We're gonna do bang, 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 bang. My wife will come and say, you know what? Instead of going there, let's go here. That's a banging idea, bro. I never even thought of that. Let's go. Let's do it. It's not like, no, I'm the man, bro. How dare you come and tell me where to go? Come on, bro. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking, I feel like the man in the house. Yeah? And that's why men, most of the times, when they're married to women who are hot-headed, bro, I'm a man and I see masculine traits in her. You're putting me off. Bro, I want feminine. Your femininity, wallahi, should I tell you something?
Yeah, I hate to say it, but a lot of these Muslim women in the West are masculine, and like they think that's attractive. That shit is not attractive, bro. That shit is not attractive at all. You know, that shit's not attractive. Like, come on. But they think so. That's the thing. They think it is. They think it's attractive being masculine. As a matter of fact, there was one woman on TikTok. She was a Muslim woman. Um she actually showed uh you know that she was a lawyer or some kind of thing like that. And then when she got home, and astaghfirullah, but she had a deep voice. But when she got home, you saw the husband taking off her shoes and all this other stuff.
A woman explore their femininity. Wallahi, a man, you can do anything with a man. You know, like a puppet. Yeah, because your femininity is your most strongest thing. And guess what? The man's biggest desire is what? Our sexual urges, which we're talking about sexual studies. A man's sexual urges is not compared to a woman. So meaning, sisters, if you capitalize on your femininity, wallahi, you got the man on your finger. You got him around your finger. But sisters think the more manly I become a boss babe, and this, that, wallahi, you're putting me off. You're moving like a man. I didn't marry a man.
Sometimes men use their leadership and their masculinity to an advantage to control women.
Okay.
That's the main problem.
Okay,
That's
good point,
the issue.
good point.
And then they say in the name of Islam, this is what Allah wants me to do, and that is the biggest.
But give me an example. Let's be more specific, because that can be give me a specific example. Like, what is it that they do? They oppress. Think of something.
So like my dad, for example.
Okay, let's not go personal because there's cameras. Let's not go personal. Yeah. Okay, this is very interesting because these things might stem from there. Yeah. So anyone that's recording this, blur the sister's face. Yeah. Okay, blur her face. Okay. Anyone that doesn't blur her face, I'm gonna send a strap to their channel. Yeah. Okay. No. But it's very important because sometimes we talk to people and we use logical arguments. It's actually something pertaining to something that's happening, be their husband, brother, or father. Yeah? Okay, so sometimes what happens with our sisters is when we say, I want a woman that's obedient, they think, oh, my dad, who used to abuse my mom and beat her up, black and blue. We're not talking about that man. We are not talking about that man. Sister, who...
Issues with men in Islam.
No, sister, that's generalizing. Sister, you're putting all of us in that same category.
Why is it that when I generalize, it's a problem? But when you generalize, it's a
When did I generalize? When I said about men? No, but that's facts. I'm talking about men in general. Okay. Yes, but it's a fact generalization. I'm giving facts. It's generalization that men. Yes. Sister. For example, I'll give you another generalization. Yeah. I don't want to give something. Okay. Most women are shorter than men. It's a fact. I generalize. It's a fact. Most men are stronger than women. It's a fact. It's a fact over generalization.
Saying most.
No,
Put most into the equation.
But there's exceptions to the rule. There are women that can knock out a man. That's an exception to the rule, but exceptions don't make the rule. Yeah? So what I'm saying is, men.
But the rule changes.
No man would ever say, I want my wife to lead. I want my wife to be boss babe. Nah, sorry.
Then you need to find yourself another woman. But that's what you want in a woman.
No. That's not what I want in a woman. That's what men want. That's what men want in a woman. Yeah?
So most men don't want a boss.
No.
They don't want a boss girl. They don't want a boss girl. They're like,
no men, real men want a boss babe.
So what do
you know what? Let me tell you something.
Men want us to be with them.
Let me tell you something, sisters. Yeah.
I definitely don't want no boss babe. I'm not gonna lie. I don't want no boss babe. You know, I'm not gonna say her name, but she's Fulani. And you know, by all means, educated, smart, whatever. But the fact that she refers to herself as a boss babe, no, it's a no for me.
If my wife was a dustbin collector, she was on the road collector, wallahi, it don't mean nothing to me. A man judges a woman by her past, and a woman judges a man by his future. So he looks at a man and is like, okay, what's he doing for himself? No. But this is where I'm saying.
Unfortunately, though, a woman also judges a man by his present. So, a man, for example, could be on the cusp of actually doing something big. Okay. Very much so on the cusp of doing something huge, humongous. And that woman will be like, to hell with him. He's not the right now. So women judge on the future and the present.
You need to understand a man's psychology. For a man, a woman's past, look, this is done by non-Muslim. Forget Muslim men, yeah? Muslim men. There was a question I saw on a YouTube video, yeah? They say, you know what they say to the man? Would you rather have 50,000 pounds in debt or that your girlfriend has got 50 bodies? You say 50,000 pounds in debt.
So, but the man needs to work on his. The man needs to work on like.
This is how a man is.
The thing is, you see how she kind of like changed the subject a little bit? And I'm by no means trying to judge or anything like that, but it makes me wonder, why change the subject so quick? right? What made her change the subject so very quickly is what I wonder.
It's created, no? Should I tell you? Okay, you know what? You know what?
There's a reason why
Okay,
they
that's fine.
convert to Islam.
That's fine. No,
Look at Andrew Tate.
no, you're missing.
Converted to Islam.
You're missing the
You
point.
don't bring up his sins.
You're missing the point. Let me make something clear. I'm not saying a sister with a past who's repented cannot ask for a man who. I'm not saying that. Let's make that clear. Aki, ignore him. Aki, please. Aki, bro, ignore him. Go speak to a tree is better. A tree has more benefit to the ummah. Yeah? Yeah. Okay, please. I beg you, ignore him. He gets excited, yeah? What I'm saying is, if a woman has repented, that's fine. I'm not saying her past. I'm not saying you judge her by her past. You get it? A woman who's repented has a right to ask for a virgin guy. But what I'm saying is, in a man's psychology, yes, he does not want a woman who's been around. And no, we don't. All we tell is the woman, do not mention your past. You might be lying, but the thing is, that's what we say to but this is the man's psychology, sister. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
We want to establish an amazing masjid for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the
So
life hack.
So, in essence, what that sister was basically saying to us is that she wants to be able to do whatever she wants, but a man not be able to want what he wants. That's what she, in essence, was saying in that video, right? But it doesn't work like that. So, let's segue into what non-Muslim women are doing and see how similar it is with Muslim women. Okay, let's see. Now, there's this kind of thing that's being said, some people are saying this and stuff. They're saying like, oh, we can get our passports too. Like you have these Western women, say, oh yeah, we can get our passports and stuff too. We can do the same thing you guys are doing. Italian men want black women and stuff like that, but the reality is quite different from what I'm about to show you. Just give me a minute. Shout outs to Waity Yesi for bringing this to the forefront. Hold on.
To the mothers that have the luxury of having the child's father.
Okay, you made the mistake.
To the mothers that have the luxury of being able to get a day or two to yourself.
Okay, here we go.
Welcome back, everybody. So we need to share if she can take care of her health. Women out there.
Okay, here we go.
Men just started going themselves. Black men, or is it the American woman? Listen to what happened after she got married there. Listen.
Wives. I love Brazil. I've been coming here for 20 years.
So this is a American black woman. Okay. She says she loves Brazil. Been coming for 20 years to Brazil. But let's hear what happened. Let's hear what happens when they go there. So she says she was married there, but obviously that marriage didn't work out, right?
See, that's the American woman. She went to Brazil. Listen to what happened after she got married there. Listen.
So she got a divorce in Brazil too. I wonder if she picked up any Portuguese. I doubt it though. I seriously doubt it. I hate to say it, but when it comes to language skills, American women, they're pretty short in that department, They lack in that department.
See?
So she had two ex-husbands from Brazil, and you have to wonder why the marriages didn't work out. Probably because Brazil, men still, the women compete for men, right? And she thought she was basically should have been competed for probably. But notice how she had two husbands in Brazil, and they kicked her to the curb. Um, so it just goes to show that you know American women, especially Black American women, cannot do the same things that men do when they go overseas. That's just she's proof. She's proof of that. But now let's see other women and what they have to say about you know, certain things. Shout outs to Darius. Darius always comes with it. Okay, let's see. Okay, let's see.
Recordings just got better. Hey, it's Dana from StreamYard. I'm so excited to announce that local recordings are now available on StreamYard. Have you ever done a recording where your guest just had terrible internet issues? They were blurry, they were freezing, you could almost hardly hear them. Well, with local recordings from StreamYard, you'll be able to download a perfect quality video from your...
Would you agree that when a girl says she needs to get to know a guy before they hang out, she's not interested?
Yes, I think so.
And she's planning on using that guy.
Because if you have time, you have time. You don't need to know someone to get to know him.
So you can just meet them in person, right?
Yeah.
You never told your parents.
Son, 24/7.
Wait, hold on. 24/7? Yeah. Okay, I mean, I gotta see about that.
Oh, ask her the question.
I like this one.
Say what you want, but if you're not pulling my hair out, making me scream daddy, and making me wonder afterwards how I could be such a disgusting human being, I don't even want it.
A lot of these women, man, I'm gonna tell you, they're just like damaged women, bro. Like I'm gonna be honest, like you darn near have to be abusive to them. That's why it's like you shouldn't marry a woman in the West. Like you damn near have to be like abusive to them when you know.
If y'all wonder where I've been, I got caught cheating. Yeah. So I had to take a break from social media to look sad and see if he forgave me. He doesn't. So now I'm looking for my next victim, yeah.
The fact that she says she's looking for her next victim goes to show you how disgusting she is. And you can see by me pausing the screen how demonic, shape shifting her face is getting. Kind of like that there's a jinn that just like latched right on when she said, looking for my next victim. The jinn said, hey, me too.
I waited 2 months to fuck this guy raw, and after we fucked raw, he ghosted me.
You can't make this shit up, people. You cannot make this shit up.
Men of value can spot a thought from a mile off. And it's that simple. You can spot a thought. That's one of your skills as a masculine man. Alpha men don't tolerate promiscuity.
I think
they don't have promiscuous women in their lives.
The new thoughts, they're undercover, bro. No, you know what?
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you. You know, as sad as it is to say that, even like because of like how the simping epidemic, and because like certain dudes can't help themselves, and they'll just be with any woman. A lot of dudes are like Yanni. A lot of dudes are going for anything moving, and so a lot of these women are thought pockets right now. Even the fat ones are thought pockets because of the craziness we live in. I mean, it's almost like a shame that like most of the time, you know, standards go out the window because of the system right now.
I kind of mentally have a box like guys that I would want to hook up with or guys that would make it past that point. And if it's a guy,
To be honest, I wouldn't even want to hook up with her almond shaped head ass. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, I wouldn't even want to hook up with her. It's like, bro, like, get out of here.
Real quick question on that. So you have two boxes, right? You have just hookup box and relationship box. Do you make the relationship box guys? You make them wait.
yeah.
Women.
They're
And
the
then
ones
the
that
hookup
wait.
guys right away.
And that's the crazy part is like those guys usually like if they're in the hookup box, it's because I don't see them in a way like they're not good enough to be relationship wise. So like maybe I'll let them
Hit it?
Yeah, but it's like the same for me. Like I'm also a fuck boy. I would want them to wait to see if we have a genuine connection before I do that, you know, just because like if it's serious to me, then it's going to be serious to me, but if it's not serious to me, then it's absolutely not, and I just view it as a hookup. The guys I'm hooking up with or continuing to like talk to don't know how I view things.
I just got married today.
Wait, hold on. So it's not worth it?
Fuck no. I'm single in Miami. Who cares? I got married to one of my coworkers, actually. You want to find yourself, live in Miami, but if you want to get married, get the fuck out of Miami.
Finding yourself is like a whole phase? Or what is that?
All of the above.
If you
That's how it usually happens too, guys. Let me be honest with you. I know it sounds bad. Luckily, like the job I do, I don't. It doesn't require me to like really interact with people like that. But a lot of times at work, bro, a lot of certain people stay at certain jobs, believe it or not, to lock down a marriage, to secure a marriage. You know, as a matter of fact, one guy was bragging about how he met his wife at work. I wouldn't be proud of that. Meeting a wife at the job. What the hell? Hell do I look like? Chances are she wouldn't be. I mean, like most of the time, she ain't gonna be Muslim anyway. So yeah, that's not a flex. It's not a flex at all.
few moments later.
Husband, stop. Stop walking. So, I have a large body count, correct? So, I have a job. 35, anyway.
Alcohol ends up exposing people for who they truly are. They end up telling on them women who don't really like material. He's gonna have to guy who's the most attractive.
Guy, like, let's go.
I love that answer.
If a woman is
How long should a guy last in bed?
make things happen, if she
2 hours.
2 hours? Yo, killing me with this. You have sex on your period?
Yeah, if the guy is down for sure.
I-
Anytime I can get dick down, you know, if I'm lucky enough to get that guy, like, let's go.
That shit is disgusting. You see how disgusting these women are? You see how disgusting she is?
I love that answer.
I give up on this shit. I'm not playing no more. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. I cannot do this shit no more. I swear to God, we're not another man. No, 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 no.
City boy.
But the thing is, the man that made her cry, she'll be calling him like in 2 days or so.
No.
If you want to lead something, start by saying, this is what I care about. This is what I want to do and why I do
Bill
it."
Clinton, shut up.
I'm done. I give up on this shit. So, y'all, My dude just left here, y'all. I've been dating him for about 2 months now. But
Look, no woman is going to be happy with you chasing her asshole. She wants to be with you.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm the only single one.
Oh.
I don't know. Perfect. You want a hug? Aw.
Well, I didn't really want to date you. I wanted to date the other ones, but thanks anyway.
Rejected. I don't want to date you either. You're not even her type at all. Not her type.
When a man makes more money, he thinks of how he can take care of his woman. But when a woman starts making money, she begins to think she doesn't need a man. There's a lesson to be learned there.
This is a PSA to my boyfriend, right? He just asked me, he's like, oh, what do
Himself on a daily. He's not all that professional athlete. This is his.
See. Give me a minute. There was some video I wanted to see real quick. It kind of like just shows you where we are in this whole conundrum.
He caught his girl making a video on the fan bed.
Yo, bro, we not done.
What the fuck are you doing? No, this is not what we agreed to.
This is my portion of the video.
If you're interested in business, accounting is the language of business. Having the accounting degree allows you to work in literally every industry. And to take that in one additional step, every jurisdiction needs an accountant. And so if you want to work in the US, in Thailand, in the UK, having that accounting degree gives you the opportunity to do so.
Accounting not only helps you understand finance, it helps you understand business on a whole. And once you understand accounting and you get that down, just
every time they don't admit that they're wrong, they're like, oh, that was tough.
A man can't just determine their value. The world dictates how valuable you are.
the marketplace, you say.
Right. Like women can just make up how valuable she is in her head and then just assume that the world should follow that.
My friend's so stupid, but I'm not gonna call her out on it. She's so smart and strong. You're winning.
You call me crazy like I didn't warn you. Yeah. Did you think I was just joking?
Now, in terms of this, I don't know if it's a man or a woman. That's the thing. That's like really, we can leave that up to debate. That, you know, if this is a man or a woman, right? I'm leaning towards a man. Well, let's continue.
Did you think I was just playing around?
What is the secret you guys never told your ex?
I cheated on him.
With who?
A guy at the bar.
She belongs to the streets. Was it at least good?
No.
So do you regret it? Or?
No.
What's a man got to bring to the table to be with you?
His money. Money. Like 100,000. At least 50, 60.
These women are disgusting, bro. Like really, who would want to bring these? It's just, yo.
See, I like the rich scammers.
I want the scammer.
That's fast money. I need all his money. He need to.
Unfortunately, some black American men, some simps, attack me in the DM and attack me in the comment section because I expose B-dubs like this. And I hate to say it, but the majority of American B dubs are like this. And if you can refute me, please be my guest. But I challenge anybody who may come across this video to refute me in your argument. Thank you.
To get that trap money, he's got to be a millionaire.
Okay, I have dated doctors and drug dealers, billionaires, and guys who are broke. And guess what? They're all the same. Trash.
I want you to go back to your family album. I want you to show me a bunch of women that were 300 pounds. Go back to your family. 300 pounds. That's not the point.
Sir?
Ma'am, that's not the point. The point is, you ladies are too large. I don't care. Pam Grier, you like it or not, you're too large. Just because we like where the fat lands doesn't mean that you're good. Show me in your family album a bunch of 200 plus pound women.
The thing is, the fat doesn't even land in the right place. It lands in their ankles, their elbows, everywhere else but in the right place. So we can't even use that argument, you know. Well, let's continue.
Show me your grandmother, your great grandmother. They weren't your height and weight. You are not supposed to be larger way more than the male of the species. Just because we like whatever, you got to put that shit in and cinch it all in. That's to tell you something.
I waist train.
You shouldn't have to train your waist. That shit should be trained already. Your collarbone should be showing. You should not have Baba arms. You
Shouldn't have two necks either, but she does.
Way more than a man at your height. Ma'am, stop it. This is just a male, female.
What's your body count?
2.
What are the chances I can make that 3?
It's not even 2. It's like more like 20.
When's your birthday?
My birthday?
Yeah.
July 33rd.
What did he say?
You're a Leo.
Yeah.
That's everything. What's your number? Riz on ultimate level.
You think a guy should continue to talk to a girl after you got rejected by her, or completely act like she doesn't exist?
Act like she doesn't exist, get as many bitches as possible, and make her regret her life.
Oh, say less.
Even if it takes 1 second of his time out that day, you gonna call that girl. You gonna know.
Yeah, look at how. Yo, like who would really want these women, bro? I'm just saying, like, what man, what now? What traditional African Muslim man? What traditional? I'm gonna throw in Turkmen Muslim man. I'm gonna throw in Caucasian Muslim man from the Caucasus region. You know, there's, you know, let's include Eritrean in that. But that would be classified under African as well. But what type of man would want to come home to this? Please let me know.
Hey, you gonna know that. Or whatever he call you, whatever love or shawty, whatever nickname you got, he gonna check up on you. Hold on. But if a guy go the whole day without talking.
Listen, stay away from me. Hear from you.
Embracing my down alone era with my dog Brody. And I do want it to be known it's not really that bad at the wall.
Want to know a way to spot a low value man? Tell him about your herpes status and see how he reacts.
I'm gonna be honest, a lot of women do have herpes now. I've kind of like, you know, unfortunately for me, you know, more and more, you know, I'm gonna be honest. I don't have that problem because I don't be like scratching. I don't have a need to scratch down there in public. But quiet as kept, that's more common than you guys think, that like they actually scratch down there. You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna be honest, like it's more commonplace than you think. I'm gonna be honest. And to me, that kind of makes me think that they have something that going on down there.
Hell no. Tell her no, no, no.
Remember, ladies, no matter who gets it, But he's
don't use like men for attention, but like I can see some girls really not like that, but most of my friends.
Let's see.
People are like, "You're still single. That's so."
No more DMs, none of that. Girls love to get asked out. Girls love to get asked out in person. It doesn't happen anymore.
That's a damn lie. You don't want guys to bother you. Shut the hell up.
Says no.
A few moments later.
Like a lot of world problems would be solved if men just like
Cease to exist?
Yeah.
They gonna have you on camera. That's right. Somebody come get their family number.
If I'm not responding to you, it means I don't want to talk to you. Thank you very much.
What's your body count?
30.
She belongs to the streets.
Well, wasn't it like 33 the last time?
I
you were
said it
on?
was like 30.
So has it grown?
It's grown like one.
Just understand that's a red flag too. Here's how you know you're dealing with a psycho. Like a lot of tattoos, the nose ring, that nose bull ring, and colored hair. That's how you know you have to stay the F away. Okay? Stay away.
Thank you.
You're 19, correct?
Correct.
Okay. I'm just trying to do the math.
Why
Math.
stop? I'll stop.
Babe. Simon says.
2 years. I'm Chinese. We love walls. 2 years ago,
I'll stop.
What's up?
I'm 32 years old. That means I've hit the wall 2 years ago, and my life has been amazing. Best 2 years. I'm Chinese. We love walls.
So I want you to keep something in mind too. When I say that I'm not for Western women at all, I mean all Western women. I mean black ones especially, though. The white ones, the Latin ones, and the Asian ones. Because they're all in the same basket together. Okay? That's just the truth.
Guess what, babe?
Watching women in parking lots. I just stopped to get and went back. Absolutely.
In the state of Texas, this is kind of this and eternity at the same.
And cuddle, snuggle times. Cuddle, snuggle times. What else do you need? I just spent like an hour scrolling through my own TikTok videos, and honestly, I can't find a single reason why I'm not married yet.
She's a psycho. You can tell like she's unstable. You can probably tell like she's like mentally unstable. You can look how she's like jittery and stuff like that, and she's like mentally unstable. Like honestly, it's good. I'm not trying to brag or anything. I'm not gonna be one to brag, but it's gotten to a point where I can tell, like, I from first looking at a woman, I can tell if she has the potential to be a wife or not. I can actually tell,
To the mothers that have the luxury of having the child's father.
Let me see.
Go away.
I'd just like to clarify that I am single by choice. I could easily get anyone I wanted. No, I love it. I actually prefer being single.
Probably multiple personalities disorder with this one. Like she's saying she's been ran through, put through the cycle. All the guys that ran through her, those guys don't want her. Now, of course, I'm single by choice. I'm enjoying it.
I feel like a reborn virgin.
How am I single right now? How is like nobody snatched me up yet?
Well, the reason is basically how you're dressed and stuff like that. Like, I'm just gonna be honest again. A lot of these women are damaged. Okay. The thing is about us guys, we really don't have like, we really don't have no choice but to like get on with it. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna read something if I can find it. It's hard to find this article, but I'm gonna try to find it to just basically describe how what us guys do. You know, hold on just a minute. I'm looking for something. Okay, so with what I'm about to, I don't know if I can find it. Hold on. I guess they don't have it anymore. I have to try to find this interview because it was like, hold on. Don't tell me they got rid of this damn interview. Okay. So while I find this thing, I'm gonna find it, but let's continue.
I don't get it.
What up, TikTok? My name is Kristen. I am 30 and I am single. And if you're anything like my mom, you probably want to know, why are you still single? Let's just cut with basics. I've got a career. I have a dog. I work out every single day. I am fit, not bad looking. I golf. I hike. I enjoy sports.
And you're psycho too. That's the thing. You're a psychopath, and you want a certain type of guy. You know, you're not gonna want a guy to go with you in those activities. You're gonna want a guy to finance those activities for you and your girlfriends. That's what it basically boils down to. Well, let's continue.
Pretty much like a lot of things that guys say that they want in a girl. I mean, I check some of it off at least. So why am I still single? It's Question I have also wondered myself.
So I just broke up with my toxic fiance of 6 years, and I'm wondering if there's any decent guys left out there in the world. So duet this if you think you can do all these things. If you can, and I have my list here, if you can not hit me, not take all my money, not...
One thing I want to say is I hate to say this, but it is true. But women, like, it's gotten to a point where women have normalized and actually like for men to hit them. You know, I hate to say it, but like, because here's the thing that I want to get the point I want to drive home. Um, a woman can leave a situation where, like, you know, a woman can leave a situation where she is getting hit because feminism and the women's, like, and the militant radical feminism is so prevalent that it shouldn't be an issue to, like, leave. You know, that shouldn't be a problem, man. It shouldn't be a problem at all. But it's crazy that you know, that some women will say, "Oh, she had no choice. She had to stay." Some women will actually use that as a talking point, man. And as sad as that sounds, it's the truth, you know. It's absolutely the truth. You know, it's sad to say it, but it's the truth, you know. But let's continue.
Not threaten to kill me, not crush prescription pills and snort them, not have a serious drug addiction and be in denial about it, take away my freedom, dictate where I can work, dictate who my friends can be, take AVOs out on me for when I blow up because you've cheated on me, cheat on me, yeah, threaten to kick me out of my house, all the rest, ruin my car.
So her ex-fiance does pills, he damages her car, he kicks her out of the house, he does all types of crazy things. He's toxic, and all of a sudden she has a long list of things that she wants you to do, the next man to do, and she's damaged goods. Guys, don't take these females in. I'm telling you different things. You have to toxic bad boy, this alpha male, this guy that's everywhere.
Yeah, bro, like, yeah, why would you even want that shit? Let me see. There's one more video I wanted to see. Hold on. I think it was this one.
There's three types of men out there. Man number one is the guy who's a victim, who doesn't have the capacity.
You used it against me.
What's bad about Andrew Tate?
What's not?
What are like 3 things that you hate about him?
He's a bitch.
Bitch.
He's a bitch.
So he's a bitch.
And he's bald.
And he's bald. So he's a bitch, and he's bald.
Okay. Why did no one tell me how exhausting it is to be an adult?
That's disgusting, by the way. Yeah, that's nasty. Like, yeah, I'll pass on that. Definitely pass on that thing. But let's continue.
Women.
This is how we solve all of your problems. He didn't text me back. You have a full roster, okay? You line them up. He ditches you, you grab the next, and the next, and the next.
My boyfriend is on his way over right now, and we are having a conversation. Stay tuned to see how it goes. Wish me luck. Well, I'm single now.
Rejected.
You don't even see no tears falling from her face, though. That's the thing. Like, it's like, man, you're not even crying. The hell is your problem? It's weird, bro. Seriously. It's hella weird.
She needs cum to live, and she's been dry for days.
Are you kidding me?
I wish I was, Doctor.
We need.
Good morning to all of us single people working regular jobs who have no one to split half the bills with. How y'all doing?
Who the fuck are you, bitch?
Y'all good?
Exactly. Like, I'm not doing that crap, bro. Like, I don't know where these women get this from that, like, I'm doing that. I'm not giving away my power. You know what I mean? Like, they think like someone's gonna give away their power. It's like stupid. Very, very dumb.
Me too.
Life for a man is harder than life for a woman. Most men live depressing lives. Women have an innate value that prevents them from ever being truly depressed. You can be the fattest, ugliest bitch in the world. You can go to the club tonight and get some put, get some dick. You can always get a new experience. At least you can feel wanted for 10 minutes. For most men out here, they can't even feel wanted. Their wife left them. They're invisible to women. Their kids don't talk to them. They're not wanted by it. Of course they're depressed.
Sometimes it doesn't.
We don't have time to be depressed though. Like like and that's what I'm gonna read about. You know, that as soon as I find it, I'm gonna read about it. I'm gonna find it though. Hopefully, I find it. Hopefully, I find it.
Matter who you are, sometimes it's just lonely. Sometimes nobody understands. It doesn't matter how strong you are. Have you feel that way? I just want to be appreciated. I want to be appreciated. I want to be appreciated.
This woman just cheated. Wiped her smelly box off before she went inside to her husband.
That is disgusting. That is disgusting. This is sad, bro. But this is what we're living in, you know?
See like the real deal, the real Brazil. Yeah. That's just my opinion.
You used it against me.
Competent enough to help me. And of that hookup, that Chad Tyrone. Guys, ask a woman why she keeps baby wipes in her purse. These women are getting down behind your back. Especially if you're in a relationship, these women get just do is boom, 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 boom. Hell no. So did he know it might not?
Was he the dad?
Oh hell no. So did he know it might not be his the whole time?
Yes, but he never went to go get the paternity test because, as I said, he wanted to make me his. And I'm talking, I went back to him, was trying to help him so much because of the lack of validation from my parents. I was like trying to fix men, trying to fix him.
Were you cheating on him? Hell no, I was loyal.
How are you loyal, but you have another kid? You have a kid by a different man. Like, how is that loyal? What are you talking about? I'm telling you, these women make no damn sense whatsoever. Okay? They just don't make any sense. And it's like, bro, like, oh, God. They just don't make sense, bro. But let's continue on.
Loyal? How are you loyal if the kid wasn't his?
Stop the cap.
Okay, no. You see, I'm just a little confused. Okay.
I have genital herpes, and I'm afraid that no one will ever love me.
That took a fast ass time.
I broke it.
Damn. Wouldn't like.
I mean, can you really blame a dude, like, for not wanting a woman with herpes? Like, really, honestly speaking, like, let's, like, really deep dive into this. Would you really blame a man for not wanting a woman with herpes if he didn't have it? Really, man? Can you blame him? I just need the question answered. Can you blame that man? Let me see. No, it's not reborn virgin.
Like a woman who is competent enough to help me. Why would I want to go to my girlfriend and say, hey, the Matrix attacked me, or hey, the mafia is trying to kill me? And her being like, all right, cool, give me the AR, let me go. That's not the kind of woman I'm interested in. Her job is to motivate me spiritually. Her job is to say, I love you with all my heart, no matter what they say about you, no matter what lies they tell, I'm here for you. It is her job to be happy, regardless of all the stress. I deal with the stress. I deal with the problems. I'm allowed to be negative or miserable or angry. It's her job to be an endless source of sunshine in my life. It's her job to be healing. If I get sick, to lay in bed with me, to heal me, to nurse me. That is a female's job and a female's imperative.
Hold up. 2 weeks after Tom Brady and his wife get their divorce finalized, she's already running around with her new man.
Yeah. I mean, it's sad to say it, but she was already, like, in Costa Rica with the new boyfriend. It's very sad to say, but um, she was there, you know. Um, so like unfortunately, you know, a guy of that caliber, Tom Brady, he still didn't. He pretty much did pretty much everything right, and yet it still wasn't enough, you know. Um, yeah, I mean, what could he do? There was nothing he could really do at the time. It wasn't gonna it wasn't gonna save the marriage. But now she has. If you ask, if you ask anybody, she downgraded on men. But I mean, she she basically decided that's what she wanted. You know.
Come on, man. Don't y'all find that a little bit suspicious? She been smashing too.
Live for yourself. Okay, so she didn't.
But you're not gonna go talk to somebody new? No. Her and my ex was talking.
Come and go. You can't control them. Only thing you can control is your own happiness and what you get out of life.
So I heard my ex was talking to somebody new. Yeah, we're not gonna do that. No. I don't care if I don't want to date you, if I don't want you, but you're not gonna go talk to somebody new. You're still mine. I still own you. And plus, what if I get bored? What if I want to come back? No one's gonna get in the way of that.
Is it a red flag if a girl has a high body count?
Yeah.
Keep in mind that like when that woman says that, she doesn't want to see you with anybody else, but she doesn't want to be with you. Like in essence, she wants you to be miserable. Like that's initially what she wants. You know, she initially wants to see you miserable, and you not move on. It's sad to say it, but women don't like when dudes can move on. They don't like that. They don't like when guys can move on over them, past them. You know, that's why she gave that whole spiel. You know. Okay, so I'm gonna end on this note though. Just keep in mind that as I said before, and I'm gonna keep on saying it, is gonna continue to be SYSMB. Save yourself, Muslim brother, because as you see from that hijabi feminist, it ain't gonna get no better in the West for these Muslim women. But um, keep in mind though, and I want to send this reminder, and then I'm gonna end the stream. Keep in mind though that there's no point in crying or being sad about what's going on, and that if you're able to stay this strong right now, okay, and this patient right now, it's going to get greater later. You know, I hate to say it, but Allah has preordained some simps to like just be just that. Is be just simps, you know. But for us who want to do it the best way possible, where we get the best possible deal, then we can wiggle out of this maze. And I believe that there's no limit to our opportunity once we do wiggle out the maze. Because I think, in essence, we will already have dealt with the hardest part, and that is even being around Western women, which is becoming very difficult and unbearable as of right now. So we can really master the other part, of this whole thing. Because the thing is, let's be honest, a lot of people in this space, we've either seen or even experienced ourselves things that we weren't supposed to experience at very young ages. And that was usually due to a woman, or it was caused by a woman. I told you about earlier in the stream about my friend Njai, and what he had to do, you know, and that was because it was due to a woman. But with that being said, thank you for stopping by. I appreciate this. I will probably do another live stream on Wednesday, inshallah. Inshallah, on Wednesday, I should be able to do another live stream, inshallah. If not tomorrow, maybe tomorrow, but on Wednesday, inshallah. But that's all I got for now, guys. See you until the next one. Unjarama.